Ayan na nga ang
Introducing
team.
first, Team Metacore! A7J, ZY, Rels, Loy, and John Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Metacore!
What a way to rile up Potch Pies with the introduction of Metacore. If you take a look at the team data, most map picks, sub-base, walang kagulat-gulat. They really want to strategize their enemies with such a mental warfare, and sub-base is the best map to do that. Leading the charge for Metacore is none other than Loy, scoring a 1.28 KDA,
Grabe.
and could possibly be the marquee matchup for Execration. If they really need to take down someone, it has to be Loy. Wala nang iba. Loy really has that presence pagdating dun sa mga crucial fights on those retake situations.
With that being said, no, makita din natin yung buong team ng Metacore kahit paano consistent din sila. Lahat sila, at least dito sa statistics namin sa team data na binibigay sa atin ngayon, 1.0 KD. Most like, actually, very close to the 1.0 KD ratio. Even si John Lee, pag renowned up mo yan, 1.0 na din yan eh. Makita natin dito, that's for the team of Metacore, but tingnan natin ang kalaban nila, the team of Execration.
And their opponents, Team Execration! Aris, Tang, Seiya, CLD, Ram, and a maybe! Ladies and gentlemen, Team Execration!
Now, that is Execration from the fallout yesterday after the lights out performance by SGJ. They are now facing the spot of the third place right now. Leading the charge is CLD with a 1.5 KDA, and di sila nagkakalayo with a maybe. And now, the map picks. This will be detrimental to as to how will they plan out in this this matchup. The compound is really consistent for Execration, pero ang pinakaabangan ko talaga, no, pag nagkaroon tayo ng sort of a mix and match, like possibly a Mexico in the mix, or even an Ankara as their starter, no, just so that Ankara is like the stable map for these two teams. Ang kinaabangan ko talaga is the matchup of the snipers, man. Because if the map is Ankara, and of course we are gonna take a look mostly at the sniper matchup, yun talaga yung pinakaabangan ko, pre.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Makita natin dito yung key player stats na makita natin si Loy, tsaka si Maybe, ang top 2 players or the players to watch out para dito sa match na to. And gusto ko lang din masabi, no, speaking of players, nakita ko dito sa at least sa booth ng Execration. I believe yung is Adi's gonna be playing for this team right now?
Probably, no. Pero Loy and A maybe definitely the key players we need to watch, because the last day of group stages, they popped off. Parang kaibang tao sila nung naglalaro sila para makakuha lang ng spot papunta ng playoffs. Hindi nagkamali yung stats sa pagbigay ng magandang pintura kay Loy at kay A maybe. And this is one of the most aggressive matchups we could possibly see in the battlefield. Kung yun dun tayo mismo titingin, if you want to be entertained, if you really want to have such a Sunday that you will always remember, take a look at Loy and A maybe.
Makita natin dito yung map and ban picks coming out from these two teams. Makita natin Black Widow.
I told you, man. The Mexico, man.
Tama ka nga. So yeah, Black Widow's gonna be banned off. Eagle Eye na ban off po. Tapos Compound ang unang pick dito ng Execration. And sinabi mo nga sa akin, Mexico, yung map 2 natin, Mexico nga, tama ka nga Salvatore.
Ang iniisip ko, Execration yung pipili ng Mexico just so they could have this sort of adjustment papunta ng Game 2. Pero I did not expect Metacore to pick Mexico. So they really want to put an even playing field on the aggressive team and an aggressive team. Because Mexico really relies on those mid matchups and as well as the water, no. And now, I think Metacore has something when playing at a game like Compound. So I'm looking towards a possible mix of play style between Execration, riling it up with an aggressive style, and after that, pag nakuha nila yung choke point, then they will go all into the wall. And now Metacore, looking at it, I feel like this is going to be nice for Execration because they are going to strike global risk. But let's take a look at Compound. They, Metacore will be picking a very solid side entering into this match, and that could give them the momentum that they need. The long A matchups will be nice. Tapos, dun pa lang tayo magkakaroon ng impression can A maybe hold an angle for his dear life,
Tama.
or can Lloyd just go aggressive on his way
Kahit
to
sa
our
global
Brisula.
risk, no?
Kaya nga, and talagang nagkakaroon talaga tayo ng panibagong resurface of styles pagdating sa CFS PH Masters, because
Very-
from what I see on the group stage,
Oo.
there is so much changing of playstyles on a map that should be played passively. But Ankara, Compound, as well as Subbase are being played differently from these Filipino franchises.
Tama. So, sa totoo lang, that's something that's nice eh. Kasi makita na natin, if you're too passive sometimes, having this aggression can really catch your opponent off guard nga, or malay natin, they'll go back to a passive style of play. So these styles talaga is a good thing coming into these tournaments kasi it makes these teams harder to read. And makita natin, ito masasabi ko, from the first time that I was watching Crossfire, ang laki na ng growth na pinakita natin ng scene, ng Philippine scene. It came from just takbuhan lang, paunahan, sino mas magaling bumarel. It came down to that. But now, it's sino mas magaling bumarel, sino mas magaling mag-strategy. Minsan, strategy would beat firepower at times. And that's something that I really love seeing with the growth of this game. Pero, yun nga, being said, if we are going to see this in a more momentum perspective,
Yeah.
I think I would have to give it to the team of kahit papano Execration because they had the closer game kahapon as compared to nangyari sa team ng Metacore. Would you agree with me there, Salvatore?
I feel like I would have to agree on you, but the point I want to try to put across, is it's just really weird, So, but
Yeah. With that muna being said, we are going to a quick break lang muna, pero after that, the game will start. Please don't go anywhere.
Welcome at nagbabalik kami sa CFS Masters PH Fall Finals 2023. It's Salvatore and R2G back at it again for some more crossfire action in a very rainy Sunday para sa inyo mga kababayan. Nandito tayo ngayon para matunghayan ang third place match between Execration versus Metacore with our opener heading into Compound.
Yeah, compound talaga. Ito yung map and it's going to be, again, sinabi mo nga, interesting matchup kasi the styles will clash here. They're both at least known during the group stage parts to be somewhat aggressive kahit papaano, no?
Yeah.
So, even when it comes to the global risk, makita natin dito, Metacore is going to be starting here in the global risk and the Execration is going to be, in the opposition naman yung blacklist side. And based off the statistics that we know, both these teams having a little bit of a favored side, mainly dun sa global risk.
Yeah.
Now that's the question, will this give Metacore an advantage early up as we enter this matchup right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our matchup in this time being Execration versus Metacore. The crowd is going crazy here live at the High Grounds Cafe, and that is the emotion I am looking for, R2G.
Yes,
and there
sir.
goes the A long matchup. A7J
First
takes
blood.
down Seiya. Marunong ka ba magbilang, A7J? But here it comes with the rest of the crew from Execration. And there goes Lloyd with the second one, but Ram is gonna stop him down. It's a 3v2 man advantage towards Metacore as they look towards a flank with a possible tornado of a rotation here coming in from Metacore. As Execration needs to be careful, they need one more pick in order to force a plant here. With an off-cam kill by Ram down. There it is!
Huge.
With what a uno reverse card play by Ram. Nabaliktad na kaagad. And there is Rels, the one lone member of Metacore, just biting his own tongue. Inaantay niya lang yung pagkakataon niya para lumabas. And now, it looks like Execration could possibly look for a flank and end this once and for all.
Pero okay, with that startup pa lang, tinigilan lang tayo. Tama lang muna.
Masyadong mainit,
Oo.
literal.
Masyadong mainit, literal.
Kalmahan nyo lang mga guys.
Kalmahan lang daw muna. Pero with that, as we see, it was a very aggressive start nga coming out from both
Oh my
teams.
God, man.
Ang tanong
No
talaga.
one even bothered going mid. Everyone was like, I'm just gonna go long A.
Long A,
Long A kaagad din, no? Tapos, di nila naiisip na sobrang risky ng ganun. But
Yeah.
somehow, some way, naging epektibo siya.
Mm-mm.
Pero hindi yun yung talagang textbook when iisipin mo. Because no one was guarding pillars and no one was even bothering going down in mid.
May tao naman sa pillar.
Where usually was trying when usually was trying to at least smoke it out, no one just even bothered using utils at mid. Everyone threw at it of long A, and Loy, and especially as Rels, just wanted the smoke out of that fight. And ngayon, lamang si Execration sa tauhan. So this could be the start of Metacore's change of momentum.
Maganda yun. Gusto ko nang dagdagan to. Since right now, nasa technical pause tayo, namaya makita natin kung mag-reset ba tong map natin or will they keep the score. With that, after this technical pause, no, ang tanong, will this affect the start na ginawa ng Metacore? Because Metacore ang ginawa nila, sabi mo nga, aggressive start, pushing out A long, and that's really good coming out from them kasi nung ginawa nila yun, pabor yun sa kanila.
Yeah.
Now, since the technical pause will happen, and if the map resets, babalik ba ulit sila dito sa aggressive start nila? It could be, it could be a bad thing for them since malalaman na ng Execration. Teka, ganyan pala yung laro nyo?
Yeah.
Alam na namin paano mag-counterplay dyan. So that's a possible thing to look at, especially something as unfortunate like this.
Wag lang talaga pababayaan na Metacore yung prime spot nila, no, because this could be easily played out from a retake perspective. It might be hard, but it is indeed doable. Situations like this really caters for someone who has nerves of steel and one has an IQ of like Albert
Or
Einstein.
experience.
And experience as
Experience.
well. Execration has a very, very known history of just being a risky team when it comes to those planting situations. And most of that, sometime actually, it gets the best of them. They might get choked out, but in this case, they really have enough coverage to at least, before they do start planting, they have all the angles covered bago makapasok yung main entry ng Metacore. Ayun yung nakikita ko talagang lamang ng Execration ngayon, which it could be the turning point for a round number 1 win by Execration.
Okay, great. Now, alam ko nag-uusap tayo ng technicals. Pero let's stray away muna from the technicals kasi this is something that I just want to say sa mga tao na nanonood dyan sa bahay. I know you have your teams that you support. It would be Metacore, Execration. Please share nyo yung stream, like
Yeah,
the stream,
let's go.
comment the stream kasi bumalik na tayo dito sa map 1 natin. Restart po ulit dito. And Execration versus Metacore will now officially go underway. No more.
Finally, wala nang pasikot-sikot pa.
oo.
Sure na to.
Wala nang problema.
Sigurado.
Dire-diretso na tayo makita natin
Sigurado
dito.
pa sa sure. R2G.
5 sila, nandyan sa meeting. Tingnan mo, papasok na sila dito sa A site.
This is a
na to
3-2
si
setup.
Johnny.
Oh, there it goes. Eddie coming in from Execration as Johnny gets overwhelmed. Wala siyang kasama doon. Walang malakas sa marami. And there goes Execration with a rally of kills over to the kill feed. Now forces a 2v2. A7J turns it around. Gets the third A7J. Marunong magbilang ng 1, 2, 3. Sino ang pang-apat para A7J? Zai and A7J. Now
What?
down to just A7J. Tang has a full load of HP. Meanwhile, A7J at least 2 taps away from death. This is bad for the situation of Metacore. But
Timing.
Execration does have the position and Tang starts off Execration. Crowd goes crazy. 1-0 Execration.
Teng, absolutely taking advantage of the mistake na ginawa ng team ng Metacore dyan. Isang pinarusahan niya ang team ng Metacore. Ang ginawa ng Metacore, pinabigyan na yung 1v1 isolated fights. Hindi na sila nag-play together. Hindi na din sila essentially gawa ng some kind of trap when they had the C4 in their hands. Alam nila kung nasaan. At makita natin dito, CLD, first blood dito sa round na to, patuloy-tuloy na din ang momentum na ginagawa dito ng Execration.
Tumutulak pa rin ang Execration. Wala silang katawa-tawa sa kanilang ginagawa. Here comes Loy with a matchup that could possibly turn the tides. Coming in from Metacore. There goes Ram with what a peak for Loy. Wala nang reaction doon. Si Loy literal na pumakda. Si Loy sa kanyang inahahantungan. 2 down for Metacore as Execration leads the charge with a possible push here coming into bomb site B. Now the pillars are being controlled here by the rest of Metacore, but they really have to be careful in this one. The firepower and the man advantage is favored to the blacklist side, and they could just lead everything into their advantage with the threat of the C4.
Ito yung opposing the two sides of the spectrum na nakita natin Metacore last time. They're making the mistakes. Hindi sila nag-play with numbers. At nakita natin dito Execration, now that they have the numbers advantage, they play together. So it's going to be a very difficult hold coming out from Metacore, but I would love to see it happen here. Papasok na sila dito sa A-long side. And
has
Rels
his eyes sight set
Sniper.
for success. Possibly
Naku.
doesn't get the first kill, pero pumapasok na kagad ang Execration. But from the side, here comes John Lee with a kill. But Ram will be finishing off 2 for Rels and John Lee. And there goes a C4 plant. A7J could possibly be the savior that Metacore is finding. And A7J unti-unting naglalurk papuntang site, but the clock is ticking for Metacore. And Seiya is gonna get gunned down by A7J. And A7J retreats for his death. And Execration a strong 2-0.
Execration, numbers advantage talaga yung name of the game, especially nung last part na ng round na yan. Pinag-pincer attack sila at na-finish off nila ang last member ng Metacore. 2-0 advantage naman yun sa side ng Metacore. Rels though, hawak ng sniper.
Rels, he almost got one, but there goes the trade coming in for the kill feed as Execration bit off more than they could chew, or is Metacore biting off more than they can chew as it's now a 2v2. Ngayon, Metacore, kailangan na nilang mag-push dito. If not, they could possibly be cornered, but now Metacore turns it around, 2v1, but CLD has his eyes set at least on the C4. But where is Metacore's intel? Do they have enough information para makita yung C4, or is Execration just gonna capitalize on this good positioning? Now Execration has the chance to win it off. It's gonna be a double pick from Metacore. Execration, CLD needs to be careful. He needs to line it up. But now, 1 minute and 27. The time is still ticking. The time is still favorable for Metacore. Marami pa silang pwedeng gawing options dito. Are they going to look for a double pick, or are they trying to go for a coin flip that could possibly set for a single one? And A7J settles for 1. And CLD has a full load of HP, and so does Zai. It is now a 1v1. We are looking for R2G. This could make or break the foundation round that Execration has put upon this game. Metacore, eto na ang oras,
Tumingin
nagmumulat-mulat
ka sa
na.
kaliwa.
Eto na ang bantay sa lakay gameplay ni ZY. Metacore, their patience is a virtue and they got rewarded with a round 2-1.
One-on-one with the Great One, and ganda ng ginawa ng Metacore dyan. Sila naman naghintay sa team ng Execration. Totoo lang, yung round na yun, gusto ko lang sabihin in one word, chaos. Chaotic yung round na yun. Kahit saan, sa ano lang, walang sa totoo lang, it's just everywhere. All these gunfights. Kung makita natin dito, mukhang maagang gustong kunin ang Metacore dyan sa connector sa door area. At tingnan mo ba naman si Loy,
Again.
abang na naman dyan.
The default from Metacore,
Yes.
gusto talaga nila pilitin. Hanggat hindi gumagana, hindi nila pipigilan. Eto na, mag-aantay na naman si Loy.
Maybe.
Parang kanina lang na si A7.
Alam.
Okay, testingin mo lang, kaibigan.
Ayan.
Eto na ang pasok! Pero sinara kaagad ang pinto ni Ram para hindi na magpatuloy pa si Loy. 1-for-1 trade as Execration really wants to barge into the territory of Metacore. CLD, pinapakita kung anong klaseng tao siya. And there goes ZY. Punishes CLD despite the head glitch advantage. Is this an entry coming in from Metacore or is it just warning shots? You need to be careful. Kailangan pa rin nila mag-ingat. Mid is an avenue of opportunities for Metacore para gumawa ng play. They do have the sniper advantage. But take a look at what could be the possible turnaround for Execration.
Nasa taas, nasa baba mo.
Nag-aantayin na, nagkakasalisihan lang to. Ito na ang pasok siguro. Gagamitin niya ang AR, yung AWM. There goes Teng and Seiya. The dynamic duo making it work in mid-side. As Metacore, nawawala na sila unti-unti, isa-isa, pinipitas-pitas na. And Teng kumuha pa ng isa, hindi na tinag sa isa. My goodness, Teng. It's now down to ZY. It's really, really risky for Metacore. 1v3. Nasa longgaan ka na ngayon, kaibigan. Kailangan mong mag-tread carefully, my idol. ZY taking his chances. And there goes Ram with the shots from the upper side. And Seiya finishes it off. Execration gets it to 3-1
Inikutan.
as Metacore struggles.
Inikutan nila yung team ng Execration, inikutan nila yung final member ng Metacore dyan. Pero that is what it is. Metacore, masyado na ng Metacore had a bit of a downfall hold nung pumunta dun sa pillars. Kaya mukhang yan ulit gustong gawin nila. Nag-isa na lang dito si ZY. Nahulog na din siya dahil kay Teng. Teng putting out a superb performance ngayon para sa team ng Execration. Kaya they need a sniper. Now he's pulling off. Now the B-side, nasa pangalan na yan ng Execration. Napaplant na yung bomba. And depends na lang ang kailangan nilang gawin. Mag-isa na lang dito si A7J.
Namumula na kaagad ang A-site R2G as Execration just barges in with no authority whatsoever. A7J once again, a familiar sight for the man of Metacore. Eto na si A7J. Grabe, walang kaibigan doon. It's Ram. That's gonna finish off once again for Execration. They really want to finish this off early. Execration forcing everything into their favor na parang alam na nila kung anong ginagawa nila. Execration, despite the risk factor of going aggressive in a map like Compound, they are not back down with fear. Teng, first kill.
Ganda.
With what a strong message sent to the Metacore squad. Nag-iisa lang si A7J and ZY, but the firing squad of Execration is really effective at this point of this game. 1 minute and 55. Two are still alive for Metacore. Ito na ang tulak ng Execration with no remorse for human life. Ang pasok nila sa mid, Ram goes in. Loy gets a golden crown, pero may follow-up coming in from A maybe as John Lee will be seeing his comrades die one after the other. John Lee, kailangan mo nang pumesto ng mas maganda pa dyan because Teng is gonna sight you up with his AWM. Execration, 4-point lead.
May basa sila sa team ng Metacore. Parang isang libro ang team ng Metacore right now, and Execration has read that book so many times and they're just absolutely reading it off. Now, they send 4 players dito sa pillar. However, yung Metacore ang nagwagi as walang rest back na pinakita dyan sa team ng Execration ngayon. Metacore now has the numbers advantage. Ipapalipas ba nila to? Mag-isa na lang to. And they don't need to misplay this A may B. Mag-isa. Ayan, masama-sama na sila. They should be able to take down A may B.
They're gonna double peek A maybe. So this could possibly be the round 1 for Metacore as long as The positioning is far superior than what is A. Maybe they're just zoning him out right now. He has no other options
Boy.
because the C4 is out of the picture. Eto na ang plan. Grabe naman si A. Maybe nahuli pa rin si Loy. What a read off by A. Maybe. Pinabigyan ng good boys A maybe as he taps him into the head. It's now a 1v2. It's still an advantage coming in from Metacore. He knows where the C4 is. He needs to plant this just so the success rate of this possible clutch could be favorable for Execration. Pero ang daming options ngayon na pwedeng gawin ni Metacore with their own style of protecting the site.
Makikita natin dito, it's going to come down to A maybe, and mukhang maganda ang kanyang rotation dito. Di ata nila ma-expect. He is spotted now though. Rels still giving him the isolation.
No absolute way, A maybe, you're doing this. This should be illegal. This is CFS Masters PH Fall Finals. Anything can happen, and A maybe's proving everybody. My God, that he should not be messed with A maybe. Isang pitik at buga na lang ng hininga. Mawawala na si A maybe sa kanyang kinakatuyuan. But John Lee, masyado pang healthy ang kanyang sitwasyon. 35 seconds left on the clock. Kumuunti-unti na yung pagpunta ni Metacore sa kung saan man nakatira si Execration. Kumakatok na sila. 27 still ticking. John Lee, where are you heading? And there goes 1v1 the matchup. A maybe, no gun advantage. Literal lang talaga. A maybe tumatalon na. And John Lee, the superior HP holder, wins it for A maybe. Pinakabalang ang Metacore. They take a 3-point lead. But Execration still has the strength.
A maybe absolutely taking his time there. And dahil doon, John Lee, di niya, nung last part niyan, di talaga siya sure. Nandito ba siya sa likod ko? He had that, thought in his head. And that just bought enough time for A maybe to pull out that clutch, but his HP too low, kaya hindi niya na pull off yan. But nice try din coming out from A maybe, but buti na lang Metacore nakahanap din sila ng kanilang breathing room dito sa first half natin, getting at least a second round here. If they want to make this more comfortable, they can at least get this 2 to make this an even more competitive matchup ngayon. Mababalik na naman sila dito sa default. This time, makita natin yung team ng Metacore. 3 ang nag-hold sa pillar, imbis na isa o dalawa. They added more players holding that area. And it is A-Long. Gusto nila i-contest dito. And A7J.
Oh, A7J! He got struck by a smooth criminal. That is A7J, and Lo is gonna get taken out by CLD. Meanwhile, A7J is not done. He can count 1, 2, 3, as 3 is now down for Execration. And CLD shuts down ZY. But the prime member of Metacore that is putting in the work is still alive. A7J just up to 20% HP at least. Metacore finally, inuunti-unti na nila yung resurgence na hinahanap nila. Rels with a sniper matchup. 1 up against Teng. Finally, he gets the revenge kill that he needs. CLD, lone member standing for Execration as the clock is ticking. This is the prime time for the Blacklist side to move. Magkakatagpuan, parang magkamag-anak sa airport, pero ayaw lumayo ni Rels. And there goes the reach out. Rels whips out the secondary to take down CLD. Metacore cuts the lead to 2.
One dig. Metacore, mukhang pwede pa silang bumalik dito. This is gonna be a very crucial round para sa team nila. Kung nahanap nila to, this map will be more competitive than it was before. Nagtatapunan na sila dito ng mga granada dito sa mid-area, pero walang kaisang member ng Metacore ang nag-hold na. So they will get that real estate for free. A7J getting first blood. That rumesback pa si Ramba the trades coming out from both teams. As it goes down to a 3-on-2 situation.
3v2. Metacore is still looking for more casualties as they aim for Execration to not get a single bit of momentum entering into this round. Metacore really wants to close it out before they go to the side switch, and Rels from a mile away takes down Ram. It's now down to Seiya. What are the options for Execration to possibly turn this around? Masyadong cornered ngayon si Seiya. He has no other escape routes. All Metacore has to do is group up on where Seiya is, and Seiya with a peek, and Zai sees the opening. As now we go to side switch. Metacore not missing a beat in that round. Papunta na tayo sa side switch as Metacore really has the strength. With the momentum now shifted, this could possibly be a dangerous game that Execration is playing.
Don't call it a comeback, but Metacore might just pull this off. as Execration is being put down dito sa switch sides, and that's a good start para sa team ng Metacore. Kung gusto nila, i-tie up tong round na to. Rels nanalo na naman dito sa sniper battle dyan sa pillars area as nag-rotate na ang team ng Metacore papunta dito sa mid area at mukhang A-split ang kanilang call. Smokes will be thrown. Flashbang should be coming out. CLD and Seiya will be the ones holding here A site. Seiya at least nakahanap siya ng isa. John Lee though, nakahanap din ng kanyang rest back as Execration trying their best to hold it down. C4 nahulog na dito sa mid area spawn. Makikitaan sila dito sa 2F. John Lee wala pang nahanap dyan as A maybe. Just naghahanap lang ng tamang pitas para sa kanilang team.
Now Metacore, they have to thread at least with some sense of urgency bago nilang talagang hamakin kung nasaan ngayon si Execration. Do know Execration is playing such a baity playstyle na kung saan Metacore can get caught one after the other. There's a double P coming in from Metacore as Seiya gets overwhelmed. It's a forced 3v2, now a 2v2 as A maybe shuts down the narrative quickly. There goes the planting of the C4 as Metacore surges in with the threat that they have, the bomb. Now Execration needs to move. They have to be careful because Ram does have double peak advantage in this one. He has 2F and also the main. So this could turn around for Execration at least. And there goes the pick up again from John Lee as John Lee wins the fight. But it's down to A maybe. He doesn't have a full load of HP. And what was that? A maybe, no fear. But Rels with a good follow-up. A maybe had his sight set. But it wasn't enough as his HP is not his friend right there. I gotta give props to A maybe for showing some signs of courage. But Metacore will take that round. Thank you very much as they tie the game.
Ganda ng fake na ginawa doon ni maybe. The throwing of the smoke grenade made it at least think para sa team ng Metacore na flashbang ba yan? So it just gave him just enough time to take out one. Pero isa lang ang nakuha niya. And with that, Metacore is at least able to secure that round for their team.
Oh!
Maybe.
Okay,
First blood.
Execration. That is nice actually as A7J is down. The one member that is giving in the work for Execration is nowhere to be seen in this situation wherein Metacore should have been prioritizing their own security and even going for an off angle towards Execration. Because from the past rounds that we have seen Execration, talagang may instances na kala talaga sila, but it is for intentional purposes. They are trying to put in some mental fortitude over to themselves that Metacore should just be playing a fixed playstyle. Execration is mixing it up left and right para di magkaroon ng clue si Metacore. But somehow, some way, Execration, they made it work as they take down A7J. But right now, what is the next move?
Okay, makita natin dito, Rels is gonna be a very important part here. Kasi siya ang gagawa ng tamang distraction for his team. Pero it is an A-long hit. Papasok na ang Metacore. Wala silang mahanap.
Seiya?
Execration, parang pader. Not allowing anyone to cross their sight. Hulog dito C4.
Oh, Rels gives a good boy to Ram. Taps him into the head. Now, Rels is just down to at least 5 HP bago pa natin siya makitang mawala sa kanyang kinakatayuan. But Rels is really effective because he does have the AWM. Kailangan niya lang talaga mauna sa kung ano man yung pwesto ngayon ng Execration. Right now, they are putting him in a pincer maneuver. They could possibly see him go from outside long and Rels gets a kill from his backside and dang! Turns it around for Execration as they get the first lead of the second half. Execration, they finally got the round that they needed.
Rest back. They did not want to allow Metacore's momentum to push through even further. Hanggang dyan lang daw sila. Sabi nila, okay, 5 lang kukunin nyo, babawiin namin to. Now we're back in the lead. Makita natin dito, 3 nag-hold dito sa pillar area. Tank is the first one they be able to find it. A maybe nahulog na din doon kay Loy. 4-on-4 situation as it's coming up nga dito. Giving away the pillars controls at walang team na maglalaban dyan. CLD, nahanap si John Lee, able to just make more openings para sa team ng Execration, just holding out these 2 areas na lang. Mid naman ang problema ng Execration dahil si Rels, nakahanap siya ng isa.
Oh!
Dang! Muntik na makahanap.
Muntik
pero
pa sa close.
nakaikot na tong si Rels. Papasok na sa 2F and he's able to just take out CLD na nakatago dyan sa site. A site is open for the team of Execration dahil sa kamay ni Rels. Just opening up the site and defending it for the team of Metacore.
Wala talaga nagpapakita ng senyales ng kahinaan. Both teams are looking at a very strong pace right now as Metacore is just gunning them down one after the other. And Ram forces a 1v1 up against the Great One. Ram down to 50% HP. He has the advantage, or can he flank his way to victory? And there goes the smoke. Hinatay niya lang yung oras, and there goes the smoke. Here comes the peak possibly as Reals predicts the possession. Metacore gets away safely. Close but no cigar. Metacore ties it off. What a back and forth, R2G.
That round was all Rels, pare. Like, the instance nakahanap siya ng unang pitas. Ang ginawa niya, tuloy-tuloy lang siya mag-push. Nakahanap siya ng mga pitas para sa team niya, and he's the one who entered for his team as a sniper player. Pag-isipan mo yan. And haggat sa dulong-dulo, pagdating na yun sa 1v1, siya na din ang nag-close out para sa team niya, Metacore. And Rels!
Again, my friend. Again! Rels gets a pick, but Seiya gets a 1-for-1. That's called worth for Execration. Once again for the wall bang, he's taking his chances, and there goes Teng. Gets it successfully, but ZY trades him down with a headshot. 2v2, Metacore is still inside of the site. Walang katakot-takot.
Wow.
The flank advantage from Execration could possibly be in effect as we speak right now, R2G. And literally Metacore is pushing Execration out of the site, and A-Baby picks it up. ZY is now down. Metacore now down to their last legs. Literally, it's just the two limbs of A7J that is holding the ground of Metacore. 1v2, and there goes the smoke, and they put over a wall that A7J cannot destroy. Execration gets a retake.
Ganda ng retake na ginawa ng Execration there. The proper utility na gamit sa smoke, the proper timing, the defuse was absolutely correct. And just taking advantage of any semblance of an opening na binibigay ng Metacore sa kanila. Kinukuha nila, and they just play along with it. The utility, the smoke, just a perfect wall. Just allowing them to defuse na libreng-libre. And siguro tagos na lang galing sa smoke, and they're just able to find for the pickoffs that they absolutely need to. Rels trying to find a pickoff, pero ito po si A maybe ang maghahanap ng unang pitas dito dyan kay Loy and Teng. Nagagalit na din siya. Nahanap niya yung pitas niya dyan kay ZY.
Oh my God,
at si Seiya
Execration. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Metacores yung nawawala sa mapa. Execration, marunong magbilang. Iniisa-isa nila yung pwestuhan ng Metacore, reading them like an open book. Execration now has the chance to push Metacore out of the sights with their agency and security R2G. Now this is the question. Can A7J get a pick-off onto Teng? I think that opens up Metacore for some chances to at least alleviate every pressure that they have. Teng has long range picks in this one eh. Pero kung wala man si Teng, ang laking tulong nun para kay Metacore, but the job is not done there. Seiya and Ram is doing a fantastic job in securing those sites. Ngayon, Metacore has so much work to do, but the risks are right there. They can be rewarded with such good gun skill. Pero Execration, they have the man advantage. They have the control of the map and also the time in their hands. Ram, nag-aantay. Ito na ang clinic ni Ram. Magpapapasok pa siya ng pasyente na walk-in lang. A7J, he's gonna play around this position. Maybe finally takes down John Lee from the backside. It's now just down to A7J, and Execration gets the largest lead entering into the second half. Execration 2-point lead.
Flawless round yun galing sa team ng Execration. Ibig sabihin, lahat silang 5, walang namatay. 5-0 ang nangyari dun sa round na yun. 6-8 naman yun. Then ang score, maybe pushing out here in mid. Teng! Nakahanap
My
siya
God,
ng dalawa.
Teng activates! Grabe po, mangatlo pa! Teng! Umapat! Marunong ka magbilang ng pangapang 5, my idol! Can he get 5? Loy gets popcorned, but either way, Execration putting in the work over Metacore. Execration match point.
Nice scoreline. Even greater na pinakita sa atin ni Teng dyan na highlight natin.
Kalmahan mo lang, Teng, pre. Masyado kang magaling. Di pwede yung ganyan. My God, R2G.
Teng, nagpapakita na ngayon. The best round coming out from 17 frags na ngayon. So the snipers really showing up for both teams. CLD nakahanap kay Rez. Wala na din ang sniper player galing sa side ng Metacore. Nahulog na. And Z trying to find an opening. But they still the hold coming out from Execration. The numbers advantage still in their favor. However, the site is not open just yet. Makita dito A7J na gustong tumalikod sa mga members dito. And he does not find it. Now it's a one-on-one.
Oh my God. A maybe and A7J, a matchup we are not expecting, but we have been given in front of our faces as A7J does the smart job of planting it down to bait in A maybe. But there are two options to enter this. We don't know if A maybe still has his utils. He can forcefully use it in order to bait him down para makuha niya lang yung pwesto doon sa may bandang baba, then surprise him with a peek. But from what it looks like, Metacore is taking their chances. And they finally get him. My goodness, A7J, he took his chances. And he got off on the right time. Execration di muna uuwi ng isang puntos sa kanilang series as Metacore is still fighting.
Maganda yung totoo lang A7J, just off that off angle na nakita natin doon tumayo, and it's a bit of a, totoo lang, ano ba tawag mo doon? Napaka brave nung play na yun eh.
Yeah.
Napaka bold. It's very, very, so much room for mistakes there in that position, pero in the Execration, holding it out. May trap sila dito sa pillars area, ginamit nila, at dahil nakahanap sila ng pitas, back lang daw muna. Tamang pagbabalik lang just to make sure that they do not find the trade for Metacore. Mid, opening, pwede makahanap dito si Loy ng pitas. Slowly walking. Teng, naka-hold ba? Nahanap
This
siya?
is nice for Metacore. Kung kumukonekta lang talaga yung mga bala sa katawan ng Execration, maganda na sana. And R2G, that's not the case for Metacore. Execration still has the man advantage somehow, but Metacore are still holding their own in this situation. 1 minute and 20. Seiya, ginulat ang munggo ni Loy. My goodness, Execration. May mga pinopormahan to. And Seiya is gonna get taken down. Execration, they have the man advantage entering into the strong point of the global rest time. A7J. He is putting in the work, pero he's gonna get traded down by Tech. Ito na ang position ni ZY. He is on his prime performance as he wants to put in the survival legs for Metacore. Forces a 1v2 that would have been a winnable round for Execration. It is still indeed winnable, but the opportunities for Execration, they're now down to the last cards. Rails 8-9 as Metacore not backing down.
Metacore, pagbabalik muli. Pwede pa nila to ibatining sa overtime. This is the most crucial round coming out this game. Absolutely nagtatapunan ng
Hindi naman timog yung pinaglalaro ang map, pero bakit umuulan ng util sa may bandang gitna? It looks like Metacore and Execration are on the same page when it comes to overall aggression. CLD taking down A7J. It's a bloodbath in the mid. 3 are now down for Metacore. Make it 4. It's now down to 1. Execration, ang ganda ng forma. 1, sorry, para sa Execration.
Execration, sa kanilang map pick, closes that round, closes that game for them at di pa nila pinaabot sa overtime. Congratulations, Execration, for their map 1 pick, but that is still map 1.
Yeah.
And
Marami pa sila kailangan itrabaho, pre.
Kasi hanggang map 5 tayo dito, potentially, if both these teams go all the way. We will be able to see Mexico. We will be able to see Subport. We will be able to see, Port, tsaka Subbase, tsaka, ano ba yung last map? Ankara? My goodness, there's the potential to see that. So, this is the best of 5. And that's just the first map of this whole series.
For now, what I see talaga, kasi Metacore did really have that edge and aggression. Hindi lang talaga consistent because somehow Execration find the most lenient way in reading of Metacore's just craziness in making those strats.
Yeah.
One will go along A, then transition into pillars, then go mid. They will rain down some utils, tapos di naman nila gagamitin yung mid pang aggression. Pupunta sila sa isang kakaibang angulo, tapos dun sila maghahasik ng dilim, which Execration finally read off on the most important aspect, which is the side switch. Nung inuunti-unti talaga ni Metacore yung pagkakataon para basahin si Execration, Execration was 2 steps forward. and one step backward. There were some instances where Metacore was exposing Execration, but Execration got the last laugh. Execration still has the chance. Execration could finish it off with a strong message entering into map number 2.
And gusto ko din masabi dito, at least for this map, the differences that I saw was di lang sa essential calls, but it was para sa akin sa mid-round eh. Makita natin when it came to those 3v3s, 2v2 situations, somehow Execration are able to just get enough. Kahit unti lang yung difference nila. Like that, sa round 1 pa lang, nakita natin, this thing absolutely just opening it up for a team of Execration and just giving that snowball lead at least nung first half para sa team ng Execration. Metacore, however, lumalaban din. Rels, Teng, yung dalawang snipers from both teams, does seem like the highlight of this map. Tsaka feeling ko sa buong series, ito din yung highlight eh.
It's a montage in the making, R2G. For both teams, I'm giving also props for Metacore for standing on the strongest legs of this game. But Execration had the best height and as well as performance entering into such a momentum shift that Metacore could have won, pero Execration not backing down on the options that they had. It's like they have a cabinet filled with blueprints na pwede lang nilang basta-basta ilabas, tapos maguguta lang si Metacore. Nakakaiba yung nilalaro ngayon na Execration. This is now the set summary that is painting the better picture that we could have seen inside of Compound as everybody from Execration really had a contributing factor in making those rounds favorable for them. We have seen Metacore win 4 rounds, pero after that, it was just Execration putting in the work, and all of that transcended into a sort of dominating momentum towards Execration.
Yeah, and to add more into that, the team of Execration talaga, will they bring this momentum coming up dito nga sa second map natin? Albeit it is Metacore's map pick. And it is an interesting map pick indeed, Salvatore.
It's oddly interesting, pre. Because for these two teams, I am expecting Execration to pick that Mexico. I did not see it coming from Metacore to pick Mexico. Kung may kita mo kanina, yung best maps kanina ng Metacore was Sub-Base and Ankara. But they just had to whip out something that Execration might have not been prepared for, or talagang nilalaro ng nila from a mental standpoint yung Execration. We are going to Mexico. A map that fits the playstyle of Execration.
I'd have